I have started at an era where hospitality industry have started to boom, especially in Indian market.
When I was in college back in 2009, 2010,
Correct.
I never thought that, I'll have a hotel management institute of my own.
Correct.
Right? I went to Canada for my master's. I started a restaurant there. Then one day I decided I came back to India and we started this institute, Krystal School of Excellence.
I think even somebody is coming from an age group between 25 to 30, life is still not too old.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Hello once again. We are back with another video, and today we are blessed to have Mr. Abhijit Mitra with us. I let him talk about his journey, and I believe with his vast experience and his knowledge in the industry, you all will get to know a lot. So please watch this video with all your attention. So again, I'll welcome you to Krystal School of Excellence.
Thank you so much, Mr. Talib Chaudhary. In fact, it's been quite phenomenal, like coming here and, sharing my experience and definitely, it's quite encouraging to share my career journey. So I have actually started my career way back in the year 1999.
Wow. So that's 25.
So yeah,
25 years.
26th year,
26th year. Wonderful.
I have started at an era where hospitality industry have started to boom, especially in Indian market. If I see last 25 years and the hospitality sector, especially the international hotel chains have expanded the rapid speed.
Yes, yes. In fact, I feel in last 15 years, there was a huge, all the brands are here now.
Absolutely. And not to forget, international chains are also targeting that tier 2 and tier 3 small towns. Okay. So enrich the hospitality market. So in my career of last 25 years, I have started with Meridien, Pune.
Wonderful.
So that was my maiden venture, being a hospitality graduate. To be very honest, probably in Kolkata, there were only handpicked 4 to 5 good institutions. Okay, not like current scenario where we have hotel management colleges every across the radius of 10-20 kilometers. You get so many colleges. I still remember there was an European gentleman, Mr. Pascal Gade, who was my food and beverage director.
All right.
And that was my maiden venture where I was very scared to crack an interview of such stature and such distinguished personality like him. But like, as I say, every step of experience in life gives you something.
So butler is basically, for people who don't know, is someone who is one of the best in giving F&B service, and it's usually one-to-one. Is basically someone assigned for giving you service individually, just focused on you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I feel that I'm quite blessed that I have started my portfolio as a butler, and that too with the international chain Le Meridien, where I have started witnessing this standard par excellence right from the time when I needed the most. And I have understood the meaning of luxury hospitality in the global standards.
Yes.
So that had really helped me a lot and boost my confidence.
So, your story is getting more interesting because, we are right now understanding with a lot of videos we have done with, my students and students who are going to go in the industry.
Right.
And with your story, I think we'll be able to put out, how the industry has also changed. And with your experience in, various places, this is the hotels you're talking about.
Right.
We'll also want to know about casinos. We'll also want to know about various resorts you're working.
Absolutely.
So, I think it is getting more interesting, and my, viewers who are still have a lot of questions in their mind will understand the hospitality industry from then.
Exactly.
So please tell us more.
Yes, absolutely. So what has happened now during my tenure with ITC, I was there. In fact, ITC was the longest stint. I was there for almost 6.5 years.
Wonderful.
And if I have to say honestly about learning luxury hospitality at its best, okay, definitely I had learned many things, right? From the butler service, right? From, like the barista coffee training program, right? From different kind of, like leadership development program, supervisory development program. So there are a lot of things apart from our routine job. So that has really given me a lot of insight. And to add icing on the cake, there was a Six Sigma certification which I could manage to take part with ITC Hotel.
Wonderful.
And during my stint with ITC, I was also given a responsibility to lead all the different outlets of the property as a departmental trainer.
All right. So your journey till now is all in food and beverage service.
Yes, I was right from Butler in the year 1999 till 2011. I was for first initial 12 years, I was only in food and beverage. Soon after that, I got an opportunity with Radisson Blu.
So basically, I believe when you came as a lecturer, and that is when I was blessed to
Yes,
be a
yes. I
people who
will
don't
remember.
Sir, Mr. Abhijit was my teacher. He taught me F&B when I was in college. And that time itself, we would look forward that, he has so much of experience and we would look forward to his classes. Now he has more experience. So, I'm blessed to have him here with us.
So then probably for a short stint, I also have taken care of the Frank Wayne Hospitality Academy Air Hostess training. So basically, I have covered the hotels, I have covered the resorts also, I have covered hotel management college in the educational circuit. I had covered a bit of airlines. I am now, after my 5-year stint with hotel management college, from 2017 to 2022, I was taking care of, as a cluster role for a hotel trainer. They also had a hotel and at IIHM, and also they had, of course, the academic part. So I was taking care of the academic part.
Wonderful. I don't think we'll be able to get this story or this experience from someone because casino is still a very small, segment in India.
Yes.
So, please tell us more about the casino experience and how hospitality is linked in casino because, see, whenever we do hotel management or whenever we're doing any particular diploma, we always think that, okay, I'll become a chef or I'll become, F&B manager of a hotel or I'll join airlines. Casino is something which is still not there, but I believe it's a huge market, right?
Absolutely. And I'd also like to address this to the young generation, to all my dear students, is that, let's not think too much at the age of 20 that what I should do, what I should not do, what I'm capable of, what I'm not capable of. Let the industry take you.
Absolutely.
Let's be a boat. Let the tide of the ocean take you to the destination.
So whenever you get a good opportunity, you go for it. You don't have this plan that I will one day become an executive chef of particular.
No, I don't have such premeditated thing because what happens, what I have personally realized and I got benefited, that life unfolds at different destinations.
Absolutely.
So it is important that we should be in an acceptable mode, number one, and we should be more adaptable. So when we have these two mindset, being acceptable and being adaptable, life has lot to give to us, and that is exactly how one will develop as a better individual.
Absolutely. So when I was in college back in 2009, 2010, I never thought that, I'll have a hotel management institute of my own.
Correct.
Right? I went to Canada for my master's. I started a restaurant there. Then one day I decided I came back to India. We started restaurants and event management and consultation company here. Then I realized that since we have so many restaurants and a hotel, why not give it back to the industry? And we started this institute, Krystal School of Excellence. Now it's become so big that, it's one of the best specialization institutes in Calcutta.
Yes.
So again, as you are saying, I just kept going, the boat kept taking me. And whenever the ideas and, something different came up, I went with it because I could have not like that time I had dreams that I'll go abroad, I'll do this. So that is fine. But if you get opportunities and if you get things, totally agree with what you're saying. One should just go for it.
Exactly.
I could not hold myself back. No, ये तो मैंने सोचा नहीं था. मैं तो होटल में ही काम करूंगा because that was my plan. Right? So that's what exactly you're saying.
Yes.
Keep on going with whatever you're getting.
Yes. So like as I said, I was quite inspired during my early days in my career. I saw one very inspiring, motivating video, and the thought and the message from that video was simply at your age, when you are a teenager, when you are a fresher, jump into the unknown.
Understood.
So this mentality of jump into the unknown will definitely let life take you and give your whatever you have to give and let life take you along.
And I think by this, individuals, they also understand their potential. How? Because again, hospitality industry was not that big then.
Yes.
So was it someone from your family, or how you got interested in
No,
hospitality?
first of all, what has happened, I saw some of my seniors, they were quite, they were quite excited about this hotel management affair because they were dazzled with the aura and the ambience, and probably working in a five-star hotel is something which is phenomenal for them. You know, showing the status quo in the market that probably, I am doing a job in a portfolio of a big
At the same time, it must be. I'm not sure, but I'm asking you that in my time also it was a little challenging that you are good in studies. So why are you doing hotel management?
Exactly.
Or you'll study and you'll become a cook.
Correct.
So this was something which was there maybe in my previous generation.
Correct.
And I had to convince my parents, and they were like, okay, if you
Yes,
think you'll be good. So
absolutely.
what was in your case?
So in our time, in my case, it was like the awareness was not there, number one. Number two, not many hotels and this hospitality segment was not full on like what it is now. It is spread in every territories.
Yes.
Right.
So did you face some challenges?
Yes, I did face some challenges in the way that probably, like what happens generally, my family background, they have never had any idea about what is there in that thing, what is there where probably I can benefit out of it, because it's always an investment. If I have to see my parents investing on my education, at the end of the day, the basic minimum thing which will be their expectation is that, okay, 5 years down the line, where my son would be.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
Till date is the same.
exactly.
If someone is doing a particular course, the parents, especially obviously everyone's parents, even I'll want for my kids that if they're doing something, it will eventually take them somewhere.
Exactly.
It's not just they're doing it and then they don't know what to do.
The first thing what I primarily believe, that hospitality industry is a big umbrella by itself. And under that umbrella, we have different sub-segments. If you talk about hotels, if you talk about resorts, if you talk about airlines, if you talk about event management, if you talk about facility management, if you talk about, say, for example, bars and entertainment zone, if you talk about healthcare, retail. So what is most important for us to understand, being a hospitality professional, that how our soft skills can be developed, how our guest interactive skills can be delivered, because there are two aspects to any industry.
Again, no matter which department you are in.
Exactly. Yeah. So there are two major aspects for any industry. One is technical, one is non-technical. For example, if somebody is an aspirant chef or an aspirant bartender, so that means his technical domain is there.
Absolutely.
But if somebody would like to probably start off the journey with front office and then maybe getting into the revenue management or getting into the sales and marketing, eventually somebody would like to see someday, cementing their position with human resource and learning and development.
Many options.
So there are different streams. The only thing which I would like to say, in hospitality sector, what we need is to have an open mind and understanding self potential.
So they say that, if you're doing something which you're not happy,
Yes.
it affects you, and that you cannot go back to something
Yes.
later. So you should be very, firm, and you should be
Yes.
ready. Ki this is what I want to do.
Exactly.
So that you should make your mind, and then you go with the flow in that direction.
Perfect. I totally second your thought, Mr. Chaudhary. What happens at a very initial level, what I feel that most of us probably, they need a right direction, okay, and they need proper vision. That's what I'm good at. That self-realization and understanding once. If I have to understand about the priority at a very initial level, when you are starting and building your career, probably there would be many companies who try to give lucrative opportunities of probably a good salary bracket. But at the start of the career, if we understand what is there in me, how I can transform my talent into a profession where I can stay happy, and eventually that happiness will give me success, and that success will give me the incremental growth.
Absolutely. So for all the graduates who have just entered the industry, give yourself 2 years. take it as learning. It's coming from the person who has seen it all in different segments. So don't feel that, ye kya ho gaya, I just graduated and, industry is not that great. Give yourself time, because that's, sir is saying that, this is the first 2-3 years are the grinding stage.
Absolutely.
When, a diamond or a crystal, I take the institute's name,
Absolutely.
crystal is formed, you have to polish it. So you have been discovered when you have done the, course, and now you're being polished.
Absolutely.
And after 2-3 years, you will shine, right?
Absolutely.
That's how we can put
Absolutely.
it across.
And also, to add as a cherry on the cake, I would like to say, initial 2-3 years, if somebody is patient, somebody is quite adaptable, they're learning, acquiring the skill, industry has enough to give back to the individuals, because industry has a dearth of manpower. Good manpower.
Yeah, that's something very important. which I
That
want
is
to put
where,
across.
if somebody is really sincere on their job and they're acquiring, they're learning, and also they're enjoying their profession, that is where their patience would be tested, and eventually the industry will give back to them.
Absolutely.
And that is where the growth happens with the
So if
opportunity.
you can just elaborate a little bit on, the supply and demand, because, we provide 100% job placements.
Correct.
And, students think, are they sure they'll be able to give me a job?
Correct.
So I explain it to them that, there is so much demand in hospitality. The hotel segments, be it airlines, everything is growing at such a vast pace.
Correct.
And there is a lack, there is a, less professionals in the market.
Correct.
And then these industries are, spending a lot on training them.
Yes.
So do you think right now in 2024, 2025, someone who's entering the, education bit and will graduate or will do a diploma in a year or two, will there be jobs then?
Absolutely. Let me put it very straight. Probably if we see the hospitality segment growth path, okay, it is growing, especially in the Asia Pacific.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Asia Pacific is quite blessed for the current not just for the current generation, but coming 20 years down the line.
20 years down the line. So, you'll be old, but you'll have many opportunities.
Yes,
And
yes.
I believe hospitality and tourism is the fastest growing industry of the world.
Yes, and not only that, what is happening, what's quite interesting, Mr. Chaudhary, I'll put it across. In our time, we used to study hotel management college, understanding the fact that, okay, we are only within the hotel domain. But now the industry has diverse options. If somebody would like to be a part in the entertainment industry, like to be a part in probably in airlines, like to be a part in cruise lines, nowadays even the kind of recruitment and the overseas like opportunities are quite
Very true, because,
lucrative.
with us, since we are, in the industry, and we keep getting calls from the airports, from the cruise liners, from the retail, and we feel that we do not have enough students only to place. So, it's very funny to say that, the demand is so much
Absolutely.
that we fall short of students.
Yes,
So, if I have 10x of the students I have
Yes.
right now, I'll still be able to place all of them,
Exactly.
because I don't have to do anything. These people are coming to us and they want professionals.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
this is the perfect time to join hospitality, because there's so much boom, and hospitality professionals are wanted everywhere.
Yes, absolutely. And probably I have realized even in my last company where I was associated with casino, though casino has a very restricted market till now, but let me tell you that in India also casino will grow in years to come. And it is another segment in hospitality where, they have ample opportunities if they have to grow in casino. It has got a fast track of growth. Okay.
I'll put across another question, which is a very common question which comes to us.
Yes.
Now, students have decided, I get a lot of students, class 12 pass out graduates.
Correct.
They have decided कि मुझे hospitality industry में कुछ करना है.
Correct.
Now, they are not sure whether they should join F&B, food and beverage service,
Correct.
or they should join front office.
Right.
And they ask us. Now, we tell them back that, it totally depends on you. ऐसा नहीं कि F&B job में तुम्हें ज़्यादा growth मिल जाएगा. So, what do you have to say to them?
I would like to say, first of all, as I said, we should not have a preconceived mind that what I will be good at. It is not very subjective, basically, that I have to suggest only one thing to the youngsters: let them give some time during their internship. So during the internship, it opens windows for them to understand their adaptability.
Yeah, see, even if you're doing, say, culinary arts specialization course, now culinary arts also has various departments.
Exactly.
F&B also has various departments.
Exactly.
So you have to experience and then you can
Yes.
choose, right?
Suppose, absolutely. If I have to say in culinary arts, probably if I don't want to go into the continental, I would like to go in Asian. Now these Indonesian, Japanese cuisine, it's like getting globalized.
Yeah, Oriental cuisine is all over.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now people have a lot of choices in first place. And not only that, I also would like to say that it is always a boon having two options in mind. Probably if I have to have my area of specialization as Oriental, I should definitely have a plan B. So I can sell myself as a multitasker.
Absolutely.
And organizations will welcome those candidates more who have more versatility.
So that's
one
what we
will
do.
open.
We have a course which is specialization in culinary.
Correct.
We have a course which is, specialization in bakery.
Correct.
We have kept an option which is a dual course where you specialize in culinary as well as bakery.
Exactly.
So, people who don't like cooking, they choose bakery if they are passionate about it.
Right.
Someone who is not much into bakery, they choose that.
Right.
But most of our students, they want to opt both.
Yes.
Even if they're interested in bakery only, they want to have that, portfolio that I know this as well. Though I'm not going to go there, but if I have to, I know this.
Yes.
So that's always a, boon, and I think it helps them.
Yes. And like as you have mentioned, Mr. Chaudhary, what I would like to say, if they have to start and plan their journey in their life, as I said, the first 2-3 years, they have to give everything what virtually they can commit to the industry. Industry will recognize you, your talent better way, and they will shape your career in a better way. By that time, you would be well versed with the industry norms and processes and understanding the industry trends. And what has happened over the period of time, when somebody, gets into the next level in a supervisory role or an executive or in the line managerial role, what happens? There are a lot of options open in the market. If somebody has to change from an F&B to a digital marketing, can do so. Somebody has to change from a front office to a revenue management, can do so. Somebody would like to come from the F&B to a chef, or maybe from a chef to a food and beverage, they can do. At the end of the day, if somebody has to have a dream, a vision, someday you would like to grow as a general manager, a general manager has to understand the business needs of all departments.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I think probably the more flexible they are, the more they work on their strength. That is more important.
Absolutely.
If I have a strength on food and beverage, so I will utilize myself more in the food and beverage. But if I still have some knowledge in front office, or if I have still some knowledge in culinary aspect, I'll skip that also as my second option. So what happens when you grow up? So you will definitely, there are more chances, probably somebody 10 years down the line can probably develop as EA in food and beverage.
Absolutely.
Or director F&B who takes care of both the restaurant as well as the kitchen. So that is where it ultimately,
That's the vision. Yeah, and then you.
So,
yeah.
exactly.
And now, last couple of questions.
Yeah.
Now, as you mentioned, that there's so many hotel management institutes now.
Correct.
Even engineering colleges are starting something, a section where they're teaching hospitality.
Correct.
Medical college also has a section in hospitality because of the demand.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Now, a lot of us are confused that, what college should I choose? उस कॉलेज में क्या क्या होना चाहिए, right? Say for example, XYZ is a very big college, but their focus is not hotel management.
Okay.
They are an engineering college or something. So what is your take that if right now you have to choose for someone, what will you suggest? Or if you have to tell them that you should keep these particular things in mind, be it practical or, exposure. So आप क्या बताना चाहोगे कि ये चीज़ें तुमको चाहिए if you're thinking of choosing, be it Krystal, be it any college, but क्या क्या जरूरी होना चाहिए in hospitality industry?
तो मैं तो बोलूँगा, if I see from the perspective of a parent as a guardian, ठीक है, if I have to send my son or my daughter to a hotel management college in the current generation, I would definitely look for certain opportunities जहाँ पर उनको practical training ज़्यादा मिलता है.
This is what I'm, yeah, exactly.
See, it is totally a different ball game altogether. The thing which I read in book, I have seen the presentation, but when I am asked to physically do that in the shop floor, And that is where it is a decisive moment. That is what will build someone's character.
So basically,
for
live
life industry.
training you're talking about, right? Not the mock labs and mock, yeah.
The more they are applied into the realistic, like on the job training, or probably they are made to work in a restaurant, and probably, I think probably the infrastructure which you have the concept, I think it will work wonder for the students in the years to come. By the time they really graduate and they have these like internship program, by that time they'll have enough confidence boosting,
Absolutely.
which will engage them.
Absolutely. So this is something I think I'll just summarize that if you're choosing beat any college, you have to ensure that you're getting a lot of practical exposure. By practical exposure, I'm not saying that, just practical classes. It should be real life exposure. So that, okay, a college, like for example, if you're getting into medical, and if you have never gone to a hospital only in the entire 3-5 years,
Right.
then what are you learning, right?
Absolutely.
Immediately, if you join and you have to, get a patient, you'll be all nervous.
Absolutely.
So similarly with hospitality also, it's all about exposure. It's about people management.
Absolutely.
So if you're not dealing with real life people in that institute, you should rethink and you should go for an institute where you're getting a chance to at least see and observe the real type scenario.
Absolutely.
Extremely important. That is something, one thing you should definitely keep on top of your list when you're choosing a hotel management institute.
Yes, and also I'd like to add on what like you have suggested. I would always recommend, and I would rather, it is very important for the current generation students. One should have a zeal within themselves.
Absolutely.
That phase is very important because, to be very honest, I'll be very candid on my opinion. In my 26th year of my career, and this is my 10th company where I'm working, I'm still learning.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
healthcare being my new area of domain to explore, I am learning. As long as any individual have got this zeal of learning every day, I think probably industry has got lot to offer. So it is all about how one can go in a stepwise method.
Absolutely.
In the initial 2 years, they have to acquire their skill. That somebody has to be in a role of a manager. So the manager leadership qualities will come, but not before the operational skill.
Absolutely.
So the operational
go step by
skill,
step.
and then probably you develop your leadership skills, and then you understand the management trends. Then you understand the strategy point of view of how to run a business. So everything, there's a gradual growth.
Yes. I'll want you to tell just a summarized version for two category of students. One, who are thinking of joining hospitality education and then maybe become professionals, and B, people who have already finished graduation or a diploma and now they are entering the industry, because these are the two students who are a little confused and who are not industry ready. So if you can just
Absolutely.
say a few words to them.
Absolutely. First of all, for category 1 who are currently thinking of joining hotel management, probably after doing intermediate, I would rather say that this is the best time. Invest yourself for 3 years, invest yourself with the best learning in hospitality circuit, because hospitality is one sector which is booming like anything at a alarming pace. So with any teenager or any fresher at this level, if they graduate and 3 years down the line, I think probably they'll have plethora of choice of opportunities, as long as they can really learn from day one and they can apply themselves to the best need of their future. That is definitely which I would like to say. For other category, which is category 2, I'm coming for those who have already done this, the mainstream graduation and all, and probably they might be little worried about whether they are still at the right age frame. I think even somebody is coming from an age group between 25 to 30, life is still not too old.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, learning is always there, as long as you realize that your potential will take you to the next level. It is always, there have been many students I have seen, they have done their mainstream education, they have done graduation, there have been cases where they have got some other administrative job and they're not liking it, and then they have decided to come back.
We do get a lot of students like
And
that.
trust me, I know one of my student, and he is working in at Dubai, in one of the JW Markets, Dubai. So now it happens to be he's a very, very well-known pastry chef.
If you are 27, 28, 29, and you're still wondering, this is the time, should I shift or not shift? See, if you have the zeal, if you have the passion, these are sir's words which I'm saying, go for it, because there's no coming back. You cannot come back when you're, and this is coming from someone who has every, I think, 5, 6 years has done something completely new. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chaudhary. I think this was definitely would be very encouraging for the students, especially where they can resort to the right decision. Because I totally believe that the age group what they are in now, the most important thing is that they should take the right decision at the right time.
Absolutely, because this is something which is leading them to their career.
Exactly. It should not happen that probably when you have crossed half the age in your life and then probably we are repenting on something which we should not have done. So I think I would rather thank to you, Mr. Talib Chaudhary, for taking such kind of interactive session which will really give them a real time industry insight for them, so that probably they understand and their queries are answered.
Yeah, this is the whole idea of these sessions, to reach out and create the awareness, because
Absolutely.
we get a lot of students with a lot of doubts and a lot of questions. Not only students, even parents have a lot of confusion.
Right.
Their siblings who are working in the other industry, they have less knowledge about hospitality. So I think with these sessions and people like you who know it all of the industry to share their experience, I think this will be very helpful for them. And I believe they do what their heart says, and that is what we all want. So thank you once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.